Hi, my name is Eva Feldman, and I'm a professor of neurology at the University of Michigan. Today is Earth Day, and I wanted to speak to you. I've spent my entire academic career trying to understand the intersection of climate, our environment, and neurologic disease. I'm very passionate about this. Why? Many reasons. One is that the World Health Organization lists climate change and what is occurring in our environment now as the number one health problem in the world. And clearly it's true. For example, deforestation. With deforestation, animals living in their normal habitats are forced into urban areas. For example, in West Africa, the normal forest that bats lived in was deforested to grow palm trees. These bats then went into the urban areas, and what did we end up with? But the Ebola pandemic. Coupled with us changing our normal and natural environment is pollution. People who are subjected to pollution, whether it be air pollution from factories or their own cigarette smoking, this pollution is extremely injurious to health and makes one much more susceptible to infections. I'm a member of the National Academy of Medicine, and in my membership, I'm also part of a group that's focused on climate change, the environment, and health. Our charge and goal is to identify the key challenges we in the United States have in order to implement climate change, in order to clean up our environment so that we can have a healthier country and I'll bet also a healthier world. I'm shooting this video myself today in my laboratory during the coronavirus pandemic. Look what we have brought upon ourselves in large part because we have not really embraced the fact that on Earth Day and every day, our country and our world needs us to pay attention to our environment. Finally, I'm very passionate about certain neurologic diseases, Lou Gehrig's disease and other neurodegenerative diseases. We have found in our own state of Michigan that pollution, particularly from former pesticide use and industrial use, increases the risk of Lou Gehrig's disease by 5-fold. We recently put an application into the Center for Disease Control to investigate a new idea about our environment in the state of Michigan. And that's the idea of infectious environmental agents. So what are those? Those are, for example, the algae blooms which occur on the eastern side of our state in the Great Lakes. These algae blooms produce toxins, which are really poisons, that affect the nervous system and can promote Lou Gehrig's disease and other neurodegenerative diseases. So another call for action that we need to clean up our environment, clean up our Great Lakes. We also have shown in our previous work that Superfund sites, which are toxic dumps here in the state of Michigan, definitely produce pollutants that are associated with neurodegenerative diseases again, such as ALS. We have over 60 unclean Superfund sites in Michigan. We need to tell our legislatures, we need together as a community embrace this problem and get these Superfund sites cleaned up so that we in Michigan will no longer have the highest prevalence of ALS of any other state in the United States. We must stop polluting our environment. We must together embrace Earth Day and really make it a success in terms of us getting out our message. Finally, the EPA was started 50 years ago this year. In 2011, when the Clean Air Act was enacted, the EPA found that for every dollar spent, we saved $30 in our economy. So together, let's embrace Earth Day, the EPA, and move forward.